There is a granite marker resting in the grass above the 17th green at the Pebble Beach Golf Links. Here, Tom Watson stood in 1982, alongside his longtime caddy, Bruce Edwards. On the final day of the U.S. Open, tied with clubhouse leader Jack Nicklaus, Watson eyed the flowing yellow flag.
I was standing near the 18th green, and Jack Whitaker was to interview Jack Nicklaus, and his first question was, how does it feel to win your 5th United States Open Championship? And suddenly there was a huge roar that came from the 17th green.
Play done. Looks good. Do you believe it? Do you believe
What
it?
can you say? Tom Watson pitching into the hole for a birdie.
In a career of 8 major victories, his singular United States Open was perhaps the most meaningful. For 23 years, Ron Reed served as the championship's official starter, announcing each player every summer at the opening tee.
Good morning. Welcome to the United States Open Championship.
Every day I ever started for 23 years, I would look at the assignment sheet, see my name at the top of the sheet, and just shake my head that someone like me would have that prestigious responsibility.
He reveres the history of this game and recognized the moment. The next day, asking for the flag that had whipped above the flagstick at 17 and treasuring the memento.
For 21 years, I had it stored in a drawer someplace, and when I'd see it, I'd think, well, maybe I'll have Tom sign it.
In 2003, Tom Watson announced that the U.S. Open at Olympia Fields Country Club would be his last. While Bruce Edwards faced his own mortality, he had been diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, the neurological killer known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
I took a flag with me to Olympia Fields to find Tom and see if he would sign it. But along the way, it became even more important to me that Tom's caddy, Bruce Edwards, be given the flag, because Bruce had ALS and the disease was obviously taking its toll. So I took the flag, and as Bruce came up, I said, Bruce, I'd like you to have this flag. And he looked at me and he said, what is this? And I said, this is the flag from 1982, 21 years ago. He got very emotional, and I must admit, I did too. And there were 2 grown men on the first tee crying at the US Open. Tom finally came up the hill, and he looked at both of us, and he couldn't figure out what was going on. And I said, Tom, I just gave Bruce the flag from 1982. Did I do the right thing? And he said, you did the right thing.
Ron Reed would step to the microphone and formally introduce Tom Watson to the crowd at the opening tee at Olympia Fields. And off went Tom and Bruce, side by side, into the final round of what proved to be the last U.S. Open for the pair. Bruce Edwards passed less than a year later. Watson signed that flag and donated it to the Bruce Edwards Foundation to be auctioned in the fight against ALS. The winning bid was offered by Tom Watson himself, a keepsake from the memories of that blustery Sunday at 17 at Pebble Beach.
Play done. Looks good. Do you believe it? Do you believe
What
it?
can you say? Tom Watson pitching into the hole for a birdie.
The United States Open won with brave and loyal Bruce Edwards.